Hi everyone, my name is Michael Yorga, and today I will explore how prenatal exposure to toxic metals, mercury, lead, and arsenic can increase the risk of neural tube defects or NTDs. So this topic connects not only to medicine, but also to environmental justice, inequality, and public health. So we will look at what NTDs are and how these metals affect early development and who's most at risk. So let's start with what neural tube defects even are. So NTDs are serious birth defects that form within the first month of pregnancy, often before a woman even knows that she's pregnant. They happen when the neural tube, which becomes the brain and spinal cord, doesn't close properly. So common types include spina bifida, which affects the spine and can lead to paralysis, and anencephaly, which is when parts of the brain and skull don't form. So babies with this condition usually don't survive. Folic acid helps, but environmental toxins still play a big role, especially where healthcare or clean environments are lacking. So now let's look at these toxic metals, mercury, lead, and arsenic. Where do they come from? Many of these metals are present in our everyday environment due to things like industrial waste, agricultural pesticides, contaminated water supplies. These metals, they don't just sit on the surface of the environment. They get into the air, water, and soil, and from there into the food we eat and the water that we drink. What makes this especially concerning is that these metals are able to cross the placenta, meaning they can directly enter the fetal bloodstream during pregnancy, and this becomes especially dangerous in the first few weeks when the neural tube is beginning to form. Even low levels of exposure during this critical window can lead to serious complications. So here we have three main biological ways that these metals cause harm. So oxidative stress, this damages cells during brain and spine development. DNA methylation disruption, which interferes with gene regulation and timing, and mitochondrial dysfunction, which reduces the energy cells needed to grow. So all of this increases the chance of NTDs during a crucial window of development. So now not everyone is equally exposed. Low income and minority communities face higher risks because they often live near factories or highways, rely on old infrastructure with lead pipes, and lack access to healthcare and nutritious food. This is environmental injustice. A person's zip code shouldn't decide a child's health, but often it does. So this matters because many NTDs are actually preventable with the right interventions. We need stronger environmental regulations and water safety, better prenatal care and public education, especially in underserved areas that can save lives. And it's about fairness. Protecting children means tackling deeper systemic issues. So, to wrap up, preventing neural tube defects is not only about medicine, it's about environmental safety, equity, and public responsibility. Every mother should have the right to carry a pregnancy without worrying about invisible poisons in her water or air. Every baby deserves a healthy start to life. So these are the studies and sources that I used. So thank you so much for listening to this presentation.